discuss on how to traverse a tree if we are viewing it from its right side. So in this particular binary tree, the nodes that will be visible starting from top to bottom are going to be 1, 3 and 6, and that is the expected output of the array for this problem statement. Let us dive into the particular approach for this. So initially we start off with the root node, which is 1, and we'll pass it into the recursive function, and this will be a result array where we'll keep storing our nodes which are visible from the right side, and then the depth. So here it is going to be similar to level order traversal, where you just increment, and we have to ensure that at particular level it should not add node other than the first node that we are visiting. So we are going to again use an approach similar to level order traversal. So now that we have reached 1, so we have started off with 1, and then since 1 is not null, so it will check the result size, which is currently 0, and the current depth also happens to be 0, so it will add it into the result array. So we have obtained our first element of the array, and then moving on, 1.write happens to be 3, and result is 1, and current depth is still 0, so it will be sending it as 1. So since 3 is not null, so it will again check for the current depth, which is happens to be 1, and result size is also 1. So then it will add it into the result array. So now the result array will look like 1, 3, and then again we go for the same function, which is 3.write, which happens to be 6. Result is already 1, 3, and current depth will be 1. So 1 plus 1 will be 2. So here we pass number 6 as the next node, and since 6 is not null, it will again check if the current depth, which happens to be 2, and result size is also 2, so it will add it to the result array. Once this is done, then again it will check for 6.write. 6.write is null, so it will return back, and then it moves on to the next step, which is 6.left, which is again going to be null, so it returns back, and then it comes back to the point where we had left for 3.write, which was 6. So at this moment, once we visited 6 and our result array was 3, so now we move on to the next step, where 3.left is 5, so 5 will be passed, and result will be 1, 3, 6, and current depth will be 1 plus 1, 2. So since 5 is not null, it will check for the current depth, which is 2, and result size is 3. So as a result, it will not add into the result array. It will come down and it will check for 5.write, which is again a null value, so it will return back, and then again it checks for 5.left, which happens to be again a null because there is no node beyond 5, so it will return back, and the function is complete. So thereby we obtain the right side view of a binary tree. The code is pasted in the link below. You can check it. Thank you.